Morning, everyone. It's Trader Rob, and today is Wednesday, October 24th. Taking a look at a oil trade setup here that is forming in the 8 a.m. session Central Time. So let's get to the intro and let's see if we get a trade here. All right, we're back. As always, nothing that I say is financial advice. Um, we're here to learn and to hopefully grow as a trading community. Let me set up my order here. Okay, so we got an insight. Oh, that was too quick. How did that one? Oh, I got it. Nice. Okay, so we're in this trade. Man, I thought that one wicked out way too quickly, but let's see here how much risk we got. We got 25 points. That's our target. So let's leave the trade here. Let's bring this in over here. So as you guys can see, we got an inside bar after the 8 o'clock session. I just put in my short order to go short right at the bottom of the candle of the inside bar right here. And my risk is always the top of the source candle. Um, Top of that source candle right here. That's always going to be my risk, which is actually 26 points. So let me take this target down to 26 because I do like a one-to-one risk to reward on this strategy. It seems to absolutely work the best. I have back tested it in a lot of different scenarios. So and this seems to always kind of fit the best. So let's see here. Let's see here what happens. If we take a look at yesterday's trades, um, which would have been Monday the 23rd. Let's see if I can stretch this out and then come down here a little. First trade, we took a loss. Okay, so we had the morning open. I'm sorry, we had the 8 o'clock session start here. Got an inside bar and put my orders at the bottom and at the top of this candle, at the top of the inside candle, and first wick down. So it got me into my short, and then it was quick. It just went down a couple, and then it just went straight up. So we got wicked out there for a loss of 31 points. Um, I wasn't nervous at all. As I've told you guys, I've looked at the strategy. I've back tested the strategy for so long. I always take two trades if it sets up per day. And in my 9 o'clock session, so from 9 to 10, I got another great setup here where I went put my order again at the bottom and the top of the inside candle, and obviously we got activated to the short because that's where price action went, and my risk to reward was 29 points, and we hit our profit here pretty quickly. So made 29 points, lost 31 points. So we had a balance of negative 2 points yesterday on oil. And let's go back to today's and let's see how our trade is doing here now. So we're into some pretty good profit here. I think it looks like we're almost about halfway to our, I can't get our thing to move over. Looks like we are, I would say, about halfway to our take profit here, which is nice, but we will let this trade run out. One thing that I have learned is to definitely let these trades, go and let them, play out how they will. Because before, as a more discretionary trader, I would sometimes take profit. This would be a perfect scenario. I'm up $60. This is four micro contracts of oil. This is connected to my TradeStation account, which I should probably close. Um, but so this is connected to my cash account. It's, once I'm at $60 in profit, prior me would just be super excited and just want to take the profit right away. And there's some traders that are very good at that and they're very disciplined. I I personally would get out of trades too early. I would let my losers always run to full stop loss, and I would always take profits way too early. And that's just not a sustainable. It's not a sustainable system in the long term. That's a very hard system to win with. So now I find my setup. I like the setup. I know that the setup statistically over time has worked. Things obviously are always evolving and changing, but that doesn't change the fact that I feel confident with my strategy that I'm implementing in the mornings. So I let them go, and I try to see them, or I do see them through all the way until I get a resolution one way or the other, if it's for a win or for a loss. So here it looks like, so we're looking for 26 points. See if I can do some math here, how close we might be. We're definitely, I think, past the halfway point, that's for sure. This should tell us right here. So we're in profit 15. So 15, and we need 26. So we're a little more than halfway to our take profit here. Let's see how this trade, how it continues here. And if you enjoy what you're seeing on my channel, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. My plan here is to put out the various strategies that I put out every single morning, or the strategies that I personally take every single morning. And I would like to, hopefully, if somebody finds some value out of this, they want to even expand on it, just leave some comments. Let me know how it's doing for you. I'm hopefully gonna. My plan is sometime later this week is to do a trade recap of all 5 days, taking these trades in the morning. So I've got mine done from yesterday. So we'll see how this one here goes. 72 points. So we did get really close to our take profit point there. We're kind of going into mini order block here, so I could see where this would get a bounce, which looks like we did get that bounce there. So again, we'll see what happens with this trade here. We did get really close to our take profit. I think we were probably, let's see, we're probably two points away from our take profit there, and then we get a pretty good bounce. So we'll see what happens. One way or the other, we're gonna have to have some resolution on our trade. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. Is I want to do a trade recap of all 5 days, and I want to keep this kind of strategy, in front of you guys, so that hopefully, based on what you see on the trades, you start feeling some confidence in taking these. So again, I would probably start off on the sim, and test it for yourself. The rules are pretty simple. One thing that I get asked a lot about is going to be the source candle. So what I don't do is I don't take a trade if, let's say, this 8 o'clock candle, 5-minute candle, is an inside bar. So let's say it's a colored bar. That, as you guys know, that's what's on my indicator, are the colored bars. If you want to know how to set up the strategy, I'll try to link the video at the bottom that shows you this strategy. It's very simple. But if this first 5-minute candle is an inside bar, I will not trade that setup. Okay, because that would require me to be using a source candle that is prior to the 8 a.m. session. So that would invalidate that trade. Here, we don't have an inside candle. So we get the inside candle actually on the second candle of that session, right at 8:05. And then that's when we're in a trade. So that definitely is in trade. Now, I did have a question from a subscriber that was a good question, and where, well, let me just pull up the session prior, so just so you guys can kind of see. That's why I love these sessions broken up by the two different colors. And that's just it's a free indicator that's on TradingView. It's called sessions on chart. And just put a session, two different colors, one from 8 to 9 a.m. Again, I'm Central Time, so make the adjustment that however you're going to need it. And then the other session would be from 9 to 10. That way you just know what you're looking at. And then this is just an inside bar. It's the indicator inside bar by CMA. Yeah, and it's obviously free on TradingView. Most platforms have an inside bar indicator, so that's nothing out of this world. It's pretty common type of candle that is looked at. So I had a question from one of my subscribers in regards to the second session. Okay, so for instance, yesterday the first candle was an inside bar. Okay, and he asked, well, would that invalidate the trade because it's the first inside bar of the session? And the answer to that would be no. Sometimes yes, but here's it's very simple rules why not. So let's just say that you're in a trade in your session from the 8 to 9 a.m. session. Let's just say, for instance, that you get a trade at like 8:45. And trade's going, you're in this trade for maybe about 15 minutes, which again is not typical. Most trades come in oil, at least during this time frame, come to resolution pretty quickly. But again, anything can happen. So let's just say that you are in a trade and the trade spills over to the second session. Okay, at that point, I will not, let's just say it ends right here. At that point, I will not use this inside candle because that is part of the trade that happened in my session, in my first 8 a.m. session. Okay, so again, if the trade was to end here and you get this, so let's just say at 8:50, first trade ends. In that scenario, if you do get a first inside bar like how you got yesterday, then I would take that trade, which is why I took that trade and I won the trade. So that is my strategy there. And it looks like we are probably at take profit because they hit 124. Yes. Oh, I didn't put my so we did take profit there. I forgot to even set my take profits on there. So that is a win. I'm going to close my trade there just to follow my strategy. So guys, and I'm sorry, I was so excited for the video. I got I got to set up in the morning time. So of course you would take your take profit down to where you set your your risk to reward. So it would have been set at 26. My stop loss would have been set at 26 as well. I believe very strongly in your take profit and stop loss orders being pre-built right into there. Now, granted, this just continues to rip downwards. I don't care. That's not what I am looking for. I know some people have asked, hey, what about going in with, a few contracts and then leaving one for a runner? Because, yeah, you will get some huge moves. And you know what? That system might work. I have not back tested it. I have not even considered it yet. So I take a 1-to-1 risk to reward session. This is, for me, this is live. It's 8:26 on the 24th of October. I showed you guys what happened on the 23rd. My video had came out just a few days ago. So I take these trades every single day, taking them in my cash account, TradeStation down here. I had it open before. So just know that this is the trades that I take every morning, obviously profitable here. And what we're going to be looking for now is another trade at from the 9 a.m. session. Okay, so that is extremely, that's another trade that I will take. So even though if I have a winner here, I will take another winner. Let me bring this down. So this trade took about, I don't know, maybe 12 minutes. Let's see how long this video is going at right now. 16 minutes. Yeah, so the trade took probably closer to 14 or 15 minutes to complete. So quick trade. But one thing is that I will take the second trade as well, even if I win my first one. Now, granted, as I was thinking about this over the weekend, I said, well, you know what? Maybe I can back test. If your first trade is a winner, you're done for the day. That could be a possibility. My back testing has always been taking both trades no matter what. Now, granted, sometimes I don't get a setup. I will 95% of the time get a setup at least once a day, once out of those 2 sessions. That always seems to be the case. But what I won't get is, so I haven't looked at, changing those type of criteria into, you win the first one, you don't take the second one. You lose the first one, you definitely take the second one, just because, I feel like the win rate is pretty damn good on it. So, why not? But the way I have it set up, I will take another trade at 9 a.m. Look for my recap video. My recap video that hopefully will come out at the end of this week. Again, thanks for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe to the channel so that lets me know that you want to see more content like this. Take care, everyone.